Most people think they crave change. They feel the restlessness, the agitation, the sense that something needs to move. And they assume something is wrong, that they're bored, that they've lost motivation, that they should be more grateful. But restlessness is rarely the problem. It's usually the signal. After 50, an old structure is no longer carrying meaning. Careers stall, children leave, external milestones stop arriving. Identity thins, quietly. You still function, you still show up, but something begins to feel repetitive instead of purposeful. This is when restlessness enters. Not to destroy what you have, but to ask the question you've been postponing. The body and mind are not asking for chaos. They are asking for aliveness. That's why restlessness doesn't feel like ambition. Ambition pulls forward. Restlessness presses inward. It shows up as impatience, distraction, a constant sense that time is slipping. People try to eliminate it. New job, new city, new routine. Sometimes it works, briefly. Then it returns. Not because the change was wrong, but because the signal was misunderstood. Restlessness is not a demand for action. It's a request for interpretation. After 50, the inner landscape reorganizes. Values shift. Energy changes. The relationship to time becomes honest. What once motivated you may no longer be enough. The psyche reacts the only way it knows. Pressure. Pressure to move. Pressure to decide. Pressure to do something. But pressure is not clarity. This is why restlessness spikes when a role ends, when a chapter closes, when the future no longer feels automatic. The question appears, if not now, when? That question can feel threatening, so most people try to silence it. Unanswered questions don't disappear. They turn into restlessness. The real question isn't, why can't I settle down? The real question is, what is this restlessness trying to protect me from ignoring? Unexpressed curiosity, unrealized creativity, the absence of meaning beyond obligation. Restlessness points to a life that is functioning, but not fully lived. Most people feel this after 50. Very few learn how to read it. There is another option. Stop trying to eliminate restlessness. Start using it. Treat it as information, not a command, not a problem to solve. Data. Pick one area where the restlessness is loudest. Ask a different question. Not, what should I do with the rest of my life? But, what would be worth exploring for the next short stretch of time? Something small enough to be reversible, clear enough to observe, honest enough to matter. Try it. Notice what happens. Adjust. That's it. This is how direction forms after 50. Not from pressure or panic, but from learning what gives you energy and what quietly drains it. When you work this way, restlessness stops being noise. It becomes feedback. Feedback, handled well, turns uncertainty into momentum. So if this is you, if you're in your 50s or beyond, and you recognize yourself in this restlessness, don't ignore it. Don't rush to fix it. Don't wait for it to disappear. Do something simpler. Name it. Acknowledge where it's coming from. Give yourself permission to explore. Carefully, deliberately. Not forever, just for now. You don't need certainty to begin. You need willingness. Willingness to try one small thing. To pay attention to what changes. To learn from the response. If you do that, you're no longer stuck. You're already in motion. Motion, handled thoughtfully, is how clarity finds you. That's the invitation. To rediscover aliveness, not through force or reinvention, but through curiosity, experimentation, and movement that feels true. To shape the next chapter deliberately, with intention, and a renewed sense of zest for life.